Hello, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I really didn't have any other way to do this since my computer is kind of acting up a little bit. So I thought, what better way than to use my handy cam. And I know the picture quality isn't that great because I can't really hold this thing that straight, and I don't have a tripod. I can't afford one. Anyway, I had been watching Ruby Gloom, and I actually have the DVD. If you want to see it, basically looks like that. So, welcome to Gloomsville. And the back of the DVD says, in a Victorian mansion on the outskirts of Gloomsville lives Ruby Gloom and her offbeat circle of friends. Some kids might be afraid of the dark, the eccentric neighbors, and the unknown things that dwell in the closet. But Ruby is different. She befriends these strange and sometimes scary creatures. In fact, Ruby finds them all delightful. She pays no attention to their unusual appearances, perceptive only to their hearts and souls. Ruby is the happiest girl in the world, always trying to be cheerful in the face of gloom. Ruby's perfect day is a gloomy one, full of creativity and adventure with her offbeat circle of friends. Ruby is an ironic comedy with an emphasis on the importance of friendship. And actually, it goes quite a bit into the importance of friendship, and it kind of reminds me of My Little Pony in that way. I would equivocate it to either Strawberry Shortcake or Care Bears in the same ethos that it presents. Let's see. I would really like to say she's kind of like Raggedy Anne, but in a more gothic sense. And I wrote down the names of the episodes of the first DVD in the series. I have almost all of them except for Grounded in Gloomsville and the Girl Who Loves to Rock. Well, there's another one, I think, with Scaredy Bat's picture on it. But I think there are 3 more that I don't have, but eventually I'm going to get them. But the episodes, as I wrote down on this piece of paper, the first one's Venus to Gloomsville, Science Fair or Foul, Paranoia, Happy Amween, and the minisodes. They're 8. The first one's got Skullboy, second has Iris, third has Scaredy Bat, 4 has Misery, 5th has Doom Kitty in it, and then you've got the 6th with Boo Boo, and the 7th is The Legend of Yam Ween, and the 8th has Ruby in it. I really like both of the Yam Ween episodes because it's sort of like December Ween from Homestar Runner in a way. Kind of makes me wonder if these Canadians were Homestar fans, which, you know, I don't hold them against them in any way, shape, or form because I love Homestar, which hasn't been updated in eons, but nevertheless. I used to be really, well, I'm still kind of fangirly over it. I always shall be. Let's see, it just really gives me that nostalgia of the Gothic shows that I grew up with. I really enjoyed, like Beetlejuice and Addams Family. Those were the standards that I grew up with. I can't really remember the other ones. I don't know if there were other Gothic shows growing up or not. I know there's one called Growing Up Creepie, which I never watched, but it was on PBS, and it was educational. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised by this. I looked at it and I thought, oh, I'm gonna love this right away because, you know, I like Gothic things, and maybe deep down, I am a closet goth and I just don't know it. Don't tell anybody. But it's it's just a really enjoyable series, and it has a lot of ethical and moral lessons in it. And Ruby is definitely my favorite character. I would say that Skullboy's my second. Misery and Iris take a third. They tie because I like them equally. And Scaredy Bat, I just absolutely adore because he's just so cute and adorable, and he's got kind of this East Indian accent. My cat's hungry. Well, I'm gonna have to go feed him and walk my dog, so that's basically all I wanted to say about Ruby, other than I I give it 2 thumbs up and 5 stars, though I can't really do that with holding my camera the way I'm holding it right now, which is probably really nauseating for a lot of you because it's a little bit shaky, and like I said, no tripod, poor. Other than that, I am going to be watching the remainder of the series that I have on DVD, and I also got a DVD from a friend. It's called Loveless. I really don't know that much about the series itself, but from what I've watched so far, I really like it. I didn't think that I would at first because it's a little bit unusual and sad. But it's very interesting. The way that the story is told is very intriguing, and it holds you, and it transfixes you from the get-go. And I'm not sure why, but I really like the man with the spectacles at the very beginning. I think I have kind of a Megan A fetish. I've mentioned my Megan A fetish before. Yeah. Just because a man has a pair of glasses does not necessarily mean he is an intellectual. I must remember this. But going beyond my silly Megan A fetish, darn Megan A fetish, but other than that, I have to say that I'm really loving the series for Ruby Gloom, and the fact that Halloween is just around the corner, which is absolutely one of my favorite days of the entire year. Next to, well, it's also, no wait, Halloween I would say. All Souls was before that, but, I mean, yeah, All Souls is before that, and then Day of the Dead is afterward. I love Day of the Dead. I've always loved Day of the Dead. Ever since Spanish class, I have adored Day of the Dead. And even though I'm not Latin in my background, I love it. It's really a great holiday because you're not celebrating death, you're celebrating life. And that's kind of what all the series do too, and they do it in such a clever way that you don't realize it. And there are a lot of there's a lot of hints to the show's background, which is Canadian, and all the inside jokes. Oddly enough, I get the inside jokes, even though I'm not Canadian myself. But they're all very they're all very Canadian jokes, and it's really a very delightful series. And if you haven't had a chance to pick it up, I would definitely do so, because the animation is really quite beautiful. And of course, it started out as a stationary line, and it didn't really take off until the series was introduced. And I don't know if it's ongoing. Wikipedia says that it is, but I don't think Wikipedia is too terribly accurate at times. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to see enough said, because it was a limited release film, and I may see Captain Phillips, possibly. I doubt very seriously I'll be seeing Rush in the future, because Dad didn't really seem all that gung-ho about it, but I mean, at least we've got Thor, the Dark World, coming out, and I'm definitely going to see that, because I'm a huge comic book fan, as you probably well know. Amongst other things, we're moving to a smaller house. Well, we're in the process of moving to a smaller house, so that'll be interesting. But other than that, that's pretty much my life. So thought I would keep you updated, and I will see you next time. Bye.